first practice session in Adelaide, and there was an open practice. Aaj crowd bhi aake dekh rahi thi, full crowd aayi thi. First they saw the Indian team warming up and playing some football and practicing in the main ground. Phir jaake nets bhi khulla tha, you could go and watch. There was hundreds and thousands of Indian fans there watching their team practice. It was an incredible atmosphere, carnival atmosphere wahan pe. And you can just see the passion for cricket there in Australia. And Indians in general are everywhere. They really enjoyed it. They saw their heroes, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Jasprit Bumrah, all participating in that net session. Rohit Sharma and Rishabh Pant pehle batting kar rahe the in tandem, which was a bit interesting because, Jaiswal and Rahul batted together, and Pant and Rohit, they weren't batting together, but simultaneously in two separate nets. But that could be an indication that Rohit Sharma is batting in the middle order, and Jaiswal and Rahul will be opening. It's a small indicator, but yeah, it's just going to be guesswork until we see what happens exactly during the match. It was pink ball practice, so wahan pe light, the sun sets late, like 8:45 in Australia. The practice started at 5:30, so they did practice a bit in the twilight period, but utna under lights nahi hua. And I'm sure even during the match, it won't be, it'll get dark a bit late. So you might have a session, the tea session might be the post-tea session might be the under lights one. Otherwise, you'll have pretty much cricket during the day. Faiz joining me. Faiz, you enjoyed that practice? A lot of crowd.
Man, crazy atmosphere tha aaj Adelaide mein. I mean, I was watching it and ओपन क्राउड क्या अलग फील्स था. अगर ऐसा सीन लाइक फर्स्ट टेस्ट में रहता था और क्रेजी रहता था, बट यहाँ एडलेड में अलग वाइब थे. पिंक बॉल का था, फुट वॉलीबॉल चल रही थी, मसखरा बना चल रहा था. It was a good day outing for people who got to go to Adelaide. मतलब I think they've witnessed a fantastic day of like just practice and vibes right in Australia. India का match 1-0 up. I mean the team was very happy, very jolly around. Jokes going around, and yeah, I mean like you said, indication तो था थोड़ा. रोहित शर्मा and ऋषभ पंत फर्स्ट आवर बैटिंग करे, they came earliest and they batted together. फिर मैच सिमुलेशन के ऐसे भी प्रैक्टिसेस हुए जहाँ पे जायसवाल, केएल राहुल were seen together, and Shubman and Virat were seen together, and Rohit again was seen with Pant. And so I mean that's a small, like you said, indication कि भाई शायद रोहित शर्मा 6 पे जाएंगे or या 5th या 6 पे आएंगे depending upon the situation. Apart from that, I mean, yeah, Virat Kohli के पाँव पे थोड़ा bandage था, like nothing, like not a major injury or anything, but there was a slight bandage on his left, I think, knee के नीचे, or you want to say calf muscle के पास. But foot volleyball में भी खेल रहे थे and everything was that. Voice ऊपर कर दो भाई बोले.
Yeah, the voice is still low. So we'll working on it. Our technician is working on it. So we'll keep talking until that happens. I don't know what happened, but yeah, next time we'll test it before we start.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, it was a great outing today. I mean, and again, अभी आप short नहीं बोल सकते कि भाई रोहित शर्मा 5th खेलेंगे या 6th. Today was just day 1, right? अभी 2 और दिन है प्रैक्टिस के. Maybe they might come up with tomorrow. हमारे को छाता देने के लिए एक दूसरा मैच सिमुलेशन रख देंगे जब रोहित शर्मा might go opening, right? And I think they're looking at the comfort level as how to first. आज day 1 था, they wanted everyone to acclimatize with the pink ball. Bounce कैसा है घास की पट्टी पे फेंक के जब कितना elevate हो रहा था. I think that's what day 1 was all about, for everybody to get stretched out, ready to go for second and third day, maybe more vigorous activities in terms of the practice.
Yeah, we will get an indication. Let's see what happens from there. But like right now, it looks like they don't want to disrupt the opening combination. Also, Akashdeep bowling, very interesting. एक stump लगा हुआ था like wide of the crease, and he was getting the ball to angle in. Obviously, Australia are having an issue. And I was just reading an article about Jasprit Bumrah on Cricinfo, and it was basically about how he can get you with the in swing and the outswing. And in Australia, actually, generally, it's hard to hit the stump. So normally, the wickets are outside off stump. You're getting nicked, right? LBWs and bowls are not that much. But Jasprit Bumrah's height is not as tall as like a Hazelwood, a Stark, and Pat Cummins. So that's why he's more dangerous. He can get you out on the outside edge, but inside edge as well, because he targets those stumps. And he won't, in Australia, you do get the extra bounce, but he, because of his height and the skiddiness, he attacks those stumps. So Australia are also trying to prepare for him. If you see Vittori and McDonald, they are trying to, with the sling arm, with that Bumrah kind of slingy action, they're trying to throw down. But again, their height is taller, so they can beat the outside edge. But inside, when the ball is coming, if they're throwing throwing it, even with that, the ball is bouncing over the stump. So that's one thing they're trying to rectify. How are they going to replicate Jasprit Bumrah? It's almost impossible to do in the nets, but that's something that they'll have to look at, because Jasprit Bumrah is that kind of bowler that in swing se bhi nikal raha, out swing se nikal raha. And look, Akashdeep is also, might play that role. Like you said, he yesterday ki usko lateral movement zyada milti है, and pink ball mein lateral movement ka hai. With that extra lacquer, the ball will seem a bit more. So you might see Akashdeep. It'll be harsh on Harshit Rana, lekin yeah, that's something they will consider for sure.
Yeah, I mean, आकाशदीप के साथ दो बड़े चैट्स हुए, एक गौतम गंभीर की चैट हुई एंड एक आपके रोहित शर्मा की भी हुई थोड़ी देर आज बात इन द नेट सेशन के. So maybe they're clearly looking after him to see whether he fits the system and looking how he's bowling with the wing and lateral movement. जैसा आप बोले आज, I think Rock Baba and a few people have also done a shot on the pink ball and उसमें बता रहे थे कि भाई जो कोटिंग है, वैक्स के साथ एक PU कोटिंग भी रहती है जिससे शाइन ज़्यादा रहता, तो आपको मूवमेंट ज़्यादा टाइम तक रहता, आपका द ग्रिप इज बिगर, इट्स मोर वाइडर, सो यू गेट it helps them to grip the ball and obviously उससे जो movement मिलती है off the seam, that's something that Akashdeep might be very keenly looking at. So I think Akashdeep is looking as the front runner for me at least in this still, but a lot of media people are saying कि भाई नहीं अभी भी हर्षित राणा ज़्यादा कुछ गलत नहीं करा, तो हर्षित राणा could still be given. But I think अगर horses for courses देख रहे maybe I would go with an Akashdeep on this pitch with given the pink ball. Performance also, he's not done much wrong, so maybe if you even go with him, it won't be the worst decision.
Yeah, Rohit batting at 6 or 5.
I think 5 or 6, yes. I mean, depending upon who gets out, something like that, maybe they look at the left-right situation. But Rohit Sharma right now, if he's ready, like what, based on the chain of events, if we say, Canberra में he came lower down the order. अब फिर आज प्रैक्टिस ऋषभ पंत के साथ करा, मैच सिमुलेशन भी, he didn't do it with जयसवाल और केएल. 6 बॉल केएल, 6 बॉल जयसवाल, वैसा सिमुलेशन था कि 1-1 ओवर डल रहा था and it was Rohit and Pant. So it doesn't give us the indication right now that Rohit might come opening, and I think that's a very big gesture from him also to not spoil a winning combination. I think that also gives you an indication that he's saying that KL and Jaiswal are very comfortable with themselves and they have formed a very good partnership and he wouldn't want to tamper with that, I think.
भाई आप सच बताना, आपको कसम है, आपको लगता है रोहित 10 रन बना सकता है? अभी जा मत कहना बना सकता है, लेजेंड है.
ऑनेस्टली देखिए, आज के प्रैक्टिस अगर आप देखो, वीडियोस आपको मिल जाएंगे यूट्यूब पे, उसमें रोहित शर्मा ने 2-3 बॉल्स बेहतरीन पुल भी करे. यस, देखो, आई एम नॉट गोना से कि भाई रोहित शर्मा की फॉर्म बेहतरीन है, बट क्लास एक्ट तो है. मतलब लेजेंड की बात छोड़ दीजिए आप, उसकी अगर आप काबिलियत पे आप बात कर रहे हो तो यस, आई थिंक ही माइट बी एबल टू पुल आउट ऑफ 50 हियर. बट गिवन हिज फॉर्म, आई अंडरस्टैंड कि भाई ही इज़ नॉट इन द बेस्ट सिचुएशन राइट नाउ. अब देखिए, कैनबेरा में आप ज़्यादा उसके ऊपर भी बात नहीं कर सकते भाई, ही जस्ट लैंडेड लाइक 2-3 days ago. The body takes time to acclimatize and stuff. Now today, if you look at his practice session, he was probably the best batsman in the nets today, Rohit Sharma. Start calling everybody. So yeah, I think Rohit Sharma आप थोड़ा बहुत समझ रहे हैं कि pink ball की क्या logic. So वो हिसाब से maybe he might be able to get a few.
अरे सब मैं कसम नहीं खा सकता हूँ, बिकॉज लास्ट टाइम 36 ऑल आउट कोई भी 10 रन नहीं मारे, तो रोहित शर्मा की दूर की बात है. तो आई डोंट नो, पिंक बॉल में कुछ भी हो सकता. कंसर्न तो है भाई कि लाइक ही इज नॉट इन फॉर्म, जैसा फैज बोले कि इज नॉट लुकिंग हिज 100%, बट एट द सेम टाइम ही इज अ क्लास बैट्समैन विद टन्स ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस. ऑस्ट्रेलिया में रन्स है उसके, पिछले 2-3 साल ले लो, टेस्ट क्रिकेट में ही इज एवरेजिंग ओवरसीज 47, विच इज़ अ वेरी गुड एवरेज मेरे हिसाब से. सो आई थिंक देयर इज बिलीफ ओवर देयर. अब एग्जैक्टली कितने रन बनाएगा मैं आपको बता नहीं सकता, वो देखना पड़ेगा.
फर्स्ट टेस्ट आप एक्सपेक्ट नहीं करे थे पर्थ में ऐसा खेलेगी भी इंडिया ना, वो हिसाब से तो हम अभी तक शॉक्ड में कि भाई इंडिया जो पुल आउट करी पर्थ में से विक्ट्री, यू आर स्टिल गोइंग टू बी शॉक्ड. तो रोहित शर्मा के हद तक यस, द ओनली थिंग इज व्हेन इज ही गोइंग टू कम आउट टू बैट. इट विल बी चैलेंजिंग इफ ही कम्स आउट लाइक एवरीबॉडी इज सेइंग द ट्वाइलाइट पीरियड. अगर वहां सिचुएशन में इंडिया अगर आके बैटिंग करी, देन obviously it will be more difficult for them.
And remember last time when they got 36 all out, that 36 all out was in broad daylight in the first session itself. So like they have to be a bit careful, like even in the day, like that ball does move around also in the morning, in the afternoon when there is moisture and everything. When the pitch is fresh, it will move around. So they have to be careful in the day also. Like if you're going to overemphasize the night period, you have to also watch out for the day period as well. And they have to be careful over there. Adelaide Oval has small boundaries. They're not going to bowl bouncers at him.
They might not, but एका तो पड़ेगा. It's not like बिल्कुल भी नहीं try करेंगे.
Something wrong with Faiz Bhai's mic. It's fluctuating. KL राहुल को 10 साल हो गए और अभी भी यंगस्टर्स कहते हैं उसे. हाँ, I mean यंगस्टर नहीं है, अब उन्हें प्राइम ऑफ हिज क्रिकेटिंग करियर है, अब उसको रन बनाना है, he has to score as many runs as possible, he needs to average close to 40-50 and he needs to deliver more consistently. और मैं आपके बात से सहमत हूँ, अगर आप ये बोल रहे कि उन्हें यंगस्टर नहीं है उन्हें, he's at the prime now, 31-30 as a batsman, this is where you need to score runs, and एक दो साल में he'll be close towards the end of his career as well, so he needs to, this is the time for him to score runs. In your 30s, early 30s is when you can have that peak form, so hopefully he does well in this.
He has to just find form and be consistent. I think runs तो खुद मार लेंगे अगर just along he'll away from injury, also injuries भी उसको थोड़ा sideline कर दे last 2 years में. So that's something that KL Rahul also will have to look into. But देखो मेरे हिसाब से I think अभी भी he just let him play this test format, let him enjoy this, and then धीरे-धीरे फिर ODI में घुल जाएगा. T20 का तो I don't know what his entry back is right now. The way that team is performing, वो तो Surya Kumar, I don't know how much he would want to change in that. So I think test in ODI is what he should eye and just try to be fit as well. फैज भाई अरे शकील भाई आ गए, मैं नहीं देखा.
फैज भाई मेरे घर आ जाओ,
मैं काम कर लूँ, काम के बाद देखेंगे. कहाँ जरा
ऐसा निकल जा, आ जाओ, फैज को भी जानना है बशीर बाग. So yeah, I really enjoyed the practice. We saw really good visuals and everything. I think apne Rohit bhai, our friend, is there, working really hard, and I saw his visuals, nets mein there's a huge crowd watching, and it just shows the passion for Indian cricket. जो लोग इतने सालों से वेट कर रहे हैं इंडियन टीम को देखना, even a net session वहाँ जाके full रह रहा. Like I couldn't believe that in a practice net, like there's so many people coming and watching their team. There's still 3 days to go for the test match, but people are so passionate. The atmosphere is very nice, and it also gives the Indian team that motivation कि भाई घर का माहौल है थोड़ा बहुत. I was just watching a documentary over लोग बोल रहे थे रवि शास्त्री सुनील गावस्कर. At that time there was not much Indian culture when you go to Australia, not much Indian food. They would struggle, but now you've got crazy vegetarian, Indian restaurants, you got butter chicken, kebabs, everything. So it's a homely feeling there as well. And on a long tour, that's also very important that you see your people as well.
100%. Fans आए देखे आपको थोड़ा better भी feel like you said, like home away from home वाले vibes आ रहे थे. And yeah, that's what it is. Also felt like a big event, right? Like yes, BGT चल रहा है, and we know that already वो इतना बड़ा test है, फिर आपको public आके बाहर से देख रही है, they're taking all the time, so you feel special as a player. Like आप acknowledge feel करते, KL का जयसवाल के लिए it's good for their confidence. People आके उसके लिए they're asking for his autographs and stuff like that. Simultaneously Australia की भी practice हुई थी, and the pick of the batsman तो बोल रहे थे कि Labuschagne and like Travis said, तो he doesn't look like he's in a defensive mode. He wants to go all out attack. He doesn't want to look like he's defending. Same thing हम पर्थ में भी देखे थे जहाँ उनकी training majority aggressive थी. It looked like हाँ भाई इन्हें फोड़ने आ रहा सबको. That's exactly what the vibe we gave him. But and similarly Adelaide में भी उनकी थी. Mans Labuschagne का ये है कि भाई he looks fantastic in training. Yes, he has the time. He's not worried कि भाई मेरी wicket चली गई या वो pressure कम रहता है. In a net session, उनको एक बॉल पेट के रीजन में पड़ी थी जो it took him out of the nets for a bit, but then he came back and batted, and he batted very well. And like I said, he looked like the pick of the batsman, but that's what it is. In a net session, you can be the best, but again, come match day, it might be a very different scenario. And for Labuschagne right now, the practice session looked incredibly well. And so for Travis Head as well, the same. Like Travis Head looked very aggressive. His intent was of hitting. But yeah, that's like Australia का भी session थोड़ा बहुत.
स्मिथ का ले लिया
नहीं.
और भाई इसको देख कर ऐसा लगता है कि उसको बॉल दिखते ही नहीं है, जो उसका स्टैंस है, उसका रन हार्ड है. परफॉर्मेंस आपको याद है इसकी बारे में थी. एंड दिस इज हाउ क्रिकेट वर्क्स. एनी under scrutiny, and Steve Smith 100% is under pressure now. उसको रन बनाना, देखो भाई ये होम टेस्ट मैच है, आपका बेस्ट प्लेयर है. He needs to be in the front. They need runs from him. Labuschagne भी he was the second best batter. He was the head of Steve Smith. He was the next predecessor, whatever you want to call it, the next guy as Australia's he couldn't captain as well maybe, but he's also under tremendous pressure. And home series में आपको I think audio thoda if you just check if it's working. I think home series ये जो batsman आपके need to score runs and obviously players need to support. I think ये भी कि जो टॉप ऑर्डर है नहीं चल रही, राइट? वहां पर उनको स्टार्ट भी नहीं मिल रहा, but that doesn't mean that these guys shouldn't perform. They also need to score runs.
Yeah, Usman Khwaja ka bhi like Andrew McDonald was working along with Daniel Vittori on his technical glitches, like उन्हें जो तरीके से उसकी foot movement पे काम कर रहे थे and stuff like that. I'll just give me a 1 minute so I can just talk a bit.
I believe they would play with only 4 prime bowlers in the pink test: Boland, Lyon, Cummins, and Stark. Labuschagne and Travis Head with 5th part-time bowler. So you're saying, yeah, I think that's what they'll do. They did last time as well. And Mitchell Marsh, it looks like he might not bowl. He'll probably be batting. But he will not play as an all-rounder because last time he bowled 4-5 overs and usko dikkat aayi in terms of, like, you know, there was strain. And yeah, he probably won't bowl. So I guess you're right. They'll probably go with 4 prime bowlers, and maybe Travis Head and Labuschagne Smith might have to bowl a bit. Mustafa bhai ka mic problem de raha hai this time.
Mustafa,
I think it's okay now, but you can just check. Most dangerous player would be Travis Head.
Yeah, I mean, aggressive to hai, and the way he batted again, there was a good interview today from Alex Carey as well, press conference ke this tha uska. They tried to target him as well at times ke bhai, you know, how is this Australian side got soft and do you think kaisa, you know, calm ho gaye, cool ho gaye, not giving it back. So he said, you know, as a team we respect everybody's opinion, we have to listen to it and stuff like that. We are very comfortable with how we are dealing with things. Yes, it was not the best performance हमारे तरफ से, and बुमराह बहुत अच्छा डाला, बुमराह की काफी तारीफ करे, but he also like भाई Travis Head जो तरीके से, you know, he did play when the ball got a little bit softer, he did manage to hit a little counter punch to the Indian team. So I mean, Travis Head is a fantastic player. I mean, we know what he's capable of doing WTC, in the ODI format, in the T20 formats, and that's something that their major, like Mustafa bhai said, I think their focal point right now is if they can break Jasprit Bumrah's spirit, then automatically I think that'll translate to the rest of the Indian bowlers.
Audio problem फिर से start हो गया.
Sorry guys, I mean 2-3 दिन से हम सता रहे हैं आप लोगों को ऑडियो से, but just bear with us a bit.
2023 के Ashes में स्मिथ की कोई 100 है क्या? 2020 I know 2019 में बहुत अच्छा था. 2023 में I don't remember if he scored 100, to be very honest with you. मेरे को याद नहीं.
Labuschagne मारा था एक थर्ड टेस्ट में.
स्मिथ के पहले 2 टेस्ट में जब जीते ऑस्ट्रेलिया शायद कुछ रन्स थे.
50 तो मारा था, इतना याद है मेरे को.
Runs to the
okay, now thank you Karthik bhai for confirming that. Yeah, I don't remember Smith's last century, or I don't know, even 90s, was it West Indies, the one we saw like the one where Shamar went crazy in the
that was 90
that was
the
last
one,
90 or 97 or something. So yes, we said this as well on Chasing the Target that bhai Smith form में नहीं दिख रहा, विराट को बोल रहे, विराट को इतना expose करे, but Smith की उतनी बात नहीं हो रही थी. And Smith obviously he walks around the pitch and stuff like that, we've seen him doing that, but like yes, थोड़े बहुत उसमें भी problems दिख रहे उसको, like he's not able to adjust, he's taking a couple of more deliveries than usual to, you know, sort of calm himself down on the pitch. And but once he gets going also, we know what he's capable of doing. So you always go through a rough patch, जैसा आप बोलते हैं, आपका पैच हमेशा अच्छा नहीं रहेगा, कभी विराट कोहली, कभी स्मिथ रहने दो, कोई भी biggest of the biggest player will go through a rut. And Smith, in all fairness, I mean, he's had mediocre sessions in the last few tests from what I can see it. So I think, yeah, Smith also is equally that passionate to get back. So if he does manage to get like 100 in the pink ball, then like you know that he's incredible.
Last 24 months ago, he's made 90 runs.
90. Yeah.
I mean, I think 12 months ago. Last year he mara tha, right?
Yes,
against
last,
12 months ago. How much grass do you think will be cutting off, or do you think they'll be leave it like it's looking today because of pink ball? I think there will be grass. I don't know how much there will be. They won't completely shave it off, but they have to be careful as well, because they know with grass on the pitch, India will also, you know, the way the bowlers bowl, and the Australia's batters' own confidence looks a bit tough. They're kind of in a catch-22 situation, because if you take off the grass, then it becomes a bit easier for India to bat as well. Yeah. If you put the grass on, it becomes easier for them to bowl too. So Australia, they need to perform. Whether there is grass or not, their batsmen need to come to the fore. Their bowlers need to come to the fore. I think the bowlers did a reasonable, very excellent job in the first innings. Second innings where they underperformed. I think they could have come hard at Jaiswal and Rahul. Jaiswal को test ही नहीं करे bouncers के साथ second innings में. They should have been a bit more. So whether there is grass or no grass, I think Australia need to perform accordingly to that. Like they need to, and I think you know, we have to be prepared as an Indian team. You have to be prepared for a backlash. Australia definitely will look to you know, come back hard at you, and India will be prepared. And you know, there's always confidence when you're winning, and when you win a test match like that without Rohit Sharma, without Shubman Gill, I think you know, India will be the much more calmer out of the two sides, but Australia will be looking to make a come back. I saw videos of the curator, and there appears to be no grass on the pitch. He is rolling too much. It is a drop-in pitch set to bounce a lot.
I mean, then you just have to wait and see how it plays out. I mean, Perth, maybe it looked like that the first 2 days, and then over a period of time, it started deteriorating, right? So I think that's what you got to just hope up. Curator, though, last time he bola tha ki they're going to expect a spicy wicket and stuff like that. So we can't really go with that. Again, nature might have its own thing, and the sun was beating out today also. It wasn't like overcast or rainy conditions. So that also, like, that'll also be a big factor in the game. Ke bhai, over, like, पिच थोड़ा और क्रैक हो सकता है या यू डोंट नो घास मे बी ब्राउन हो जाए तो दैट्स समथिंग दैट वी सॉ इन द फर्स्ट टेस्ट
what happens if curator rolls on the pitch too much?
Flat, like it'll start breaking, right? There's chances of it break down हो गया तो then cracks appear हो जाएंगे, right? So that's how it'll probably then be tougher to bat on.
Yeah. Yes, I think we took most of those comments. और भी कोई comments और questions है, please भेजते रहिए, and make sure you like and subscribe. In other news, Pakistan won convincingly against Zimbabwe in that T20.
Crazy कर दिया.
57 all out. They were 30 out for 0, and उन्हें आके जो bowling करा भाई, incredible. Mr. Sufyan, right? It was an incredible spell. He bowled really well. Nepal under 19 beat Afghanistan under 19. That was a great game. I watched that. It was fantastic. जिस तरीके से नेपाल bowling करे, उसके बाद batting में भी फंस गया था match because Ghazanfar again outstanding bowling. He got a couple of really important wickets. Run out भी हो गए थे, but they held their nerve. In the end, there's 1 wicket remaining. They needed 8 to 10 runs, and they managed to win the game. And you saw, the boys were celebrating. The fans, there were fans in Dubai, in Sharjah. They're celebrating. It was a incredible atmosphere, and it was great to see. There's a Nepal league going on as well, but I'm sure all eyes were on this game, and great for that country. Shivam Bhai, hello, good evening. I think this is the Shivam Bhai from our Drog Baba's channel. So if that's you, man, I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good FPL week as well, and I hope you made your team for the deadline today. Nick Football also is from Drog Baba's channel. Thank you so much for joining. कैसे हो भाई? बढ़िया. आप सुनाओ कैसे हैं आप? ठीक ठाक. Are you excited for the Premier League to restart today? In conditions, if conditions are drier and there is wind, do you see India going with 2 spin options as the wind and dryness could assist spin more?
I mean, that's a good question. Maybe, I don't know, like just probably one. I see the 1 spinner in it. Based on just how the next 2 practice days will give you a better idea of the conditions. So maybe that's how they'll take a call. Right now, today it was sun beating down. So it doesn't give us an indication that cracks will appear. But and also based on what Karthik Bhai said about the curator, if they're expecting ones. But again, there's 2 more days. They'll probably look at the pitch, have a look at the pitch T-1, and then they'll take a much better call then.
आपको कार्तिक भाई बोल रहा है, I don't get it. Don't they roll the pitch to settle the cracks?
No, not really. I mean, देखो, flatten out the wicket, yes. But then again, if it beats down, then it gives an opportunity.
So basically, what happens is, yes, they roll it so that it flattens out. But the thing is, because of the heat with the sun, and as you play more, the foot marks, everything like that. Like as you play more on that pitch, it starts breaking naturally, right? So like the role is not to break the pitch, but it happens because, especially I think when you use the heavy roller, Shivam bhai, you can explain it better. I think we did discuss this together as well. When you keep rolling it, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, then naturally the pitch starts breaking because of the external factors, because of the sun and everything as well. But initially, yes, you use the roller to flatten out the pitch, and initially it is good to bat on. But you've seen in Indian conditions, sometimes when you use the heavy roller, ekdam se it starts cracking. That's what Faiz bhai is referring to. But in Australia, yes, like, in general, you use that pitch to, flatten it out a bit. Yes, good to see you again, Mustafa bhai. Hope you're doing well. Man, I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well. What's your prediction? Where's Rohit Sharma batting in the order? Is he opening the batting? He's coming at 5, 6. What's your prediction? Shivam bhai, let me know. Bangladesh have turned the tables on West Indies. They lead by 250 runs now.
Bangladesh bowl incredible, man. Like, and again, they batted off so well. But West Indies का तो बहुत बुरा हाल है भाई. अभी तो situation बहुत खराब है.
Yeah. Win the toss. Bat first or second, considering the pitch.
Twilight में batting नहीं करना है. Like, I think.
वो तो twilight तो आएगा.
कैसा भी. Like first day, I think bowl first just to see how it is the pitch. I think.
I would say bat first just because वो पहला match में हो गया नहीं. Like you batted first, and even though you got all out early, you still put the pressure and you didn't have to bat fourth. But I think let's see what the pitch because I can't tell you exactly right now. I'm just giving you vibes from the first test. If you ever feel useless in life, then remember Rajasthan Royal management let go Rajesh of Josh Butler and
Dhruv Jurel, like,
Dhruv
we
Jurel for
called
40
this out,
crore.
right? Like, it was too much
Josh
for them.
Butler last season was on downfall and made 200s in winning match. And against
KKR.
against KKR, I didn't understand that, man. These guys, the problem is अपने लोग like बहुत ज़्यादा consistency में believe करते हैं, but you need to have match winners.
They had a little bit of a fallout जहाँ पे when Josh Butler like left them and went. I mean, he did inform them initially, but I don't know if that really sparked some kind of a
also
fire.
Maybe they could
because they went to and played to a series which is not that greatly important against Pakistan.
It was extremely important.
I mean,
with the T20 World Cup coming in, he had to play because they had to fix their combination and everything like that. I mean, because it was right before the T20 World Cup. He had every right to go.
No, he had every right, but he could again. I think that's what sparked something between the owner and the.
That's where you have
maybe they just are scared that an injury prone ho rahi and maybe he might not, because there's a rule in the IPL this year that if you're injured, then you can, you don't have that fine of being banned, because like an injury you can't really evade it. So maybe if this guy gets injured through the season or before the season, he might not even come up to play. So that's one thing maybe that also
KKR and RCB, yes, those.
He was incredible. He literally played like a maximum innings in that one. Injury ho gayi thi usko, then he just thak gaya tha. He was haggard.
Did you see? I didn't see. Did you see much of Ashwin Jadeja ball in the nets?
No, not much. Jadeja batted with Siraj. Siraj was imitating Marnus Labuschagne. I think you can check that video on Rohit Bhai's channel. It was incredible, man. Like, he kept saying no run and he kept acting like Smith as well. Like, arey aisa ja raha. So yeah, Siraj and Jadeja batted. I didn't see a lot of bowling. It was mostly today stretching, foot volleyball, throwdowns करे Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli ये लोग, and then batting in the last 1 hour was batting.
Yeah, Shivam Bhai Budra, I don't understand Mustafa Bhai. I think fifth maybe in terms of Rohit Sharma's batting position. We need to be very cautious of Scott Poland. Post-supper during twilight session, his wobbly seam could be difficult to pick at that time of the evening. 100%. If you saw even in that Prime Minister's 11, he wasn't bowling at full tilt, but you could see that he was getting the ball to move a bit, and he is a bit taller. His accuracy is really good as well. So you have to be careful. I think in these conditions it won't be easy, and that's why one test match you have to put that away now. You have to focus on this test match. The challenges will still be there. You still have a good bowling attack that you'll be up against, and the batsmen need to be wary of that, because if you collapse somewhere, then Australia will take advantage of that too. So
I think even Siraj, for him, this match is equally important. So wobble seam ki baat kare, I think Siraj also incredible. He just needs to be more consistent with his line and try to more attack the stumps maybe as well. Like at times you see he was just bowling it short. In Perth, thoda bahut like the second session, I think second inning for Australia, I think he bowled incredibly well. But yeah, in pink ball, he can be very effective. Wobble and again shine here, he can get the ball to move as well. So I think Siraj also very, very important for India in this pink ball. And again, Bumrah to hai to.
Is it sensible thing or cowardly weak act to send night watchman during the twilight period? I mean, like, I'd feel bad for the night watchman if he's going it. I think you have to send the night watchman with his few overs to go. If you just send him to bat for 2 hours, that's not going to work. When there is 3-4 overs, I think it's not cowardly. This has been happening in cricket for so long. Like, it's a tradition in Test cricket. It's a way to protect the batsman. I don't think it's cowardly. At the same time, people have an opinion saying that the main batsman should come and take the load and stuff, but I don't think it's cowardly.
When your night watchman actually gets out, then it just becomes tricky.
That's where you have to take that gamble. Cummins, he came as night watchman, he got out. So, but I think I have no problem with the night watchman. I think him coming in, protecting that batsman.
It's fair, and why would you want, if there's 2 hours in the day, 3 or 4, 5, let's say 10 hours in the day, you wouldn't want Virat Kohli to come out and bat or someone like that. And वो price position चले गई आपकी, तो फिर और pressure add हो जाता है. हाँ, ये है कि side note ये भी है कि भाई अगर आपका जैसा bat का मिल लौटेगा तो वहाँ पे भी pressure ही build होगा. So it's like depending on what kind of a management you're running with.
भाई विराट कोहली फॉरेन प्लेयर्स में आ गया, आरसीबी में बहुत हार्ड हो गया आरसीबी को प्लेइंग 11 में. बता भाई, उसकी पासपोर्ट चेंज नहीं हुई, बस उन्हें इंग्लैंड जाते रहता, वहां पे घर बार है उसका, कुछ है पासपोर्ट चेंज है. मैं फॉरेन प्लेयर रहता हूं बिकॉज मेरा कैनेडियन पासपोर्ट है. या लाइक मैं मुझे अगर खिला रहे तो मैं फॉरेन प्लेयर खेलूंगा, लेकिन इंडियन पासपोर्ट वाले इंडिया के लिए खेल रहा था. आई नो आप मजाक कर रहे हैं, बट लाइक आई डोंट सी एनीथिंग रॉन्ग इफ समबडी इज लिविंग आउटसाइड ऑफ इंडिया. लाइक इट्स योर choice where you want to live.
You have to also like understand.
I'm a Canadian. I'm living in India. The Canadians are not calling me and saying, "Why the hell are you living Gaddar here?" Well, they don't care, bro. Like, stay wherever you want.
और विराट कोहली देखो,
it doesn't matter,
with his family to live in London, right? Like उसकी जो अब यहाँ पे उन्हें बेचारा तरकारी लेने भी नहीं कर सकता, वहाँ तो दूध केला शक्कर सब ले सकता है. Different.
100 मार दिया नहीं, इस देश के लिए तो मार रहा उन्हें, अपनी कंट्री के लिए खेल रहा है.
But I mean, अच्छा, like the joke was good, like he's like foreign player में.
Yeah, Cummins Day Test में आया था. I'm talking about Pink Test. Even in Pink Test, I think you should send the night watch.
Scenario same ही होगा ना, like आप pink रख लो, red रख लो, white ball रख लो, cricket ही खेल रहे हैं आप. So at the end of the day, the logic is that like in any test. But if he's talking about pink ball specific, he's just saying that there's more room for getting out.
Yeah.
So do you think then you would want to send?
But there was more room in Perth also to get out because the ball was.
But like अब pink.
अब जैसा अब
like given the odds, there's more
मगर
out to get out.
आपको याद है पुणे में जो टेस्ट मैच था, उसमें मोहम्मद सिराज को भेजा है.
Yeah,
भाईजान, और कैसा पिच था वो? There was no chance of him to survive on that pitch, right? But they still sent him. So yes, my answer will be the same. That like you
so,
send.
I mean, if the odds are even more to win a pink ball, Mustafa I would still say, "हाँ भाई, you send a night watchman," because that's how the things work.
Yeah, I would, but if you don't want to, I have nothing against that.
Fair.
Like, there's no problem.
My player is still roaming in Qatar. Somebody from France can go and bring him Mbappe का बोल रहा हूँ अभी भी. कल वो जो पूछते थे आपने कहा, मैं एम्बापे को भाई गोल मार दिया रियल मैड्रिड को, लाइक वो इनक्रेडिबल फिनिश थी एंड द टॉप ऑफ द टेबल नाउ. सो आई थिंक ही फाउंड हिज वे बैक टू मैड्रिड. सो ये फ्रांस में लाइक खत्म है ब्रो. बट एम्बापे वो गेम मुस्तफा भाई खुद कल हम लोग बात कर रहे थे ये बारे में, एंड द वर्ल्ड कप एम्बापे's परफॉर्मेंस, उन्होंने जो बोले खतर में घूम रहा था ब्रो, इट वाज वन ऑफ द बेस्ट परफॉर्मेंसेस बाय इंडिविजुअली.
I felt that was like incredible.
I mean, I was not supporting either team in that World Cup because my team got eliminated by Morocco, but the performance he put in, bro, like he gave chills down everyone's spine.
Yeah, neither was I. I support Netherlands, Saudi Arabia. These are the two teams I like. But like, I just saw his performance and I said,
this guy deserves 2018 में भी याद है ना, वक्त बदल दिया था. Like Aguero थी वो अर्जेंटीना की टीम में, he smashed them completely 4-2. I think if I'm not wrong, Aguero मारा था एक गोल्स में और एम्बापे मारा था. I think 2018 World Cup था, या maybe I mean like dates up and नीचे, but Mbappe on his day can turn the game within himself.
You know, one thing I realized, I was watching the overlap yesterday with Chiellini, the Italian defender, with Roy Keane, Gary Neville and stuff. And one thing I realized, there's a similarity between the England football team and the Indian cricket team. Because, you know, there's so many expectations with the Premier League and the IPL that ye best players here. But sometimes I feel that, like, you know, I still feel the Indian cricket team plays better cricket, more entertaining than the England football team. They play absolute rubbish football with the team that they have. Like, still, like, you know, जो underachievement है, finals में हार जा रहे दोनों teams and everything. I found a similarity in that, and I think in football England has that pressure that because he was saying that there's much more scrutiny when going into that Euros final in 2020. That match, the finals was in England, right, in Wembley, and he was saying that there was no pressure on us. We could enjoy our football. The whole pressure was on England.
On Euro 2020, you're saying, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the thing. I find like in England, the national team, they just don't allow their players to play according to their skill set. I think they just restrict them to this sort of a system. जो majority of the players don't look like. अब जो current team है यार, उनकी Foden, Saka, Palmer, they should do something in it. They had Rooney, Gerrard, Scholes in that era also. I think ये ऐसा
they're all overrated, man.
Like
bro, जो आप अभी team बोल रहे हैं, right? वो भी team क्या team थी?
बराबर. तो मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ. I think the manager who comes in.
So I think the British media overhypes and they brainwash people like you, like me, who don't like, you know, and we say like, oh, Rooney crazy, this that. Where आके you know, the Brazilian Ronaldo, Figo, these guys do a few step overs and talk, like, you know. I don't think they're on that level as
that's a fair argument.
We portray them.
I won't argue that, but yeah, I mean, see what you do in the Premier League. Ideally, when you're looking at it, you're thinking, हाँ भाई इनला ये चीज national side में. अब नेशनल साइड में वो कैंप में जाके क्या होता है और जो हैंडलर है उन्हें क्या करता है.
मैं आपको बोलूं क्यों प्रीमियर लीग में उन्हें है कांटे है, you know, रॉड्री है, like
more liaison with the international players.
Yeah, those are the key players who make these players look good.
If you take an argument to Spain, the majority crux is the same in Barca. जब थी स्पेन के ज्यादा बिया पीके ना सब साथ ही खेलते थे.
हाँ, मगर वो तो स्पेनिश फुटबॉल है. मैं इंग्लिश बोल रहा हूँ, इंग्लिश ओवरहाइप्ड है.
Players in general.
Faiz bhai, why ignoring me?
Bro, how can I ignore you, bro?
भाई नंबर भेज दो, he'll call you after the show. We'll make sure. बैट करना सही रहेगा.
शिवम भाई कमेंट डाले. कौन? Netherlands.
Current midfield is super yummy, but that clown manager, yeah, man. Like, I mean, the midfield, even the defense is very good.
Is Koeman the manager?
Yeah. But I think so. It is Koeman, right?
Yeah.
Or Jonker. Who is it? Could be, but like, yes, I think Netherlands Also, strike force. We need a good striker, man. But
I think the worst player. I mean, I'm sorry if anyone's heard, but Memphis Depay for me, like that guy had so
no,
much
but
potential.
he's
He had
done.
so much potential, bro. But like उन्हें United में आया, भूल गया उसे बारसा से आके हकाल दिया उसको.
Yeah.
And
He did
then-
really well
then
for
in
who's
this-
it, Leon?
I think Allion.
Yeah, he did
but
really
this, the World Cup or whatever it is for the Euros,
Yeah.
he didn't perform anything, bro. Like that kid, who was that kid? Apna Simmons.
Yeah. Now he's
Bro,
older, but I
he's
remember,
crazy, bro.
was it the Qatar World Cup? He did a decent job in that.
I don't remember.
Where did the Netherlands finish?
It finished
Or they
in-
didn't make the Qatar World
No,
Cup?
they-
Which World Cup was it? There was one
They made
tournament
the
where he
Qatar
played
World
really
Cup.
well.
They made the Qatar World Cup.
Was it?
Yeah, they were in the Hungary's group, if I'm not wrong.
But there was one or two tournaments that I saw him play well, but he's not on that level of like I didn't have
But
much
like
expectation.
जिस तरीके से उसको लाए थे and stuff like that, United में जो आया था, I thought अरे भाई इन्हें तो अलग level है, but I
Like
think
Bruno
we need
Fernandes.
Okay, now Bruno is good, bro. Come on, Bruno is.
He's a shit player.
Crazy,
I am still doesn't believe Leicester City won Premier League. By odds was 1 for 5,000. How can they win the effing Premier League?
Ranieri, bro, is genius. And again, the players and their sync, Vardy, Mahrez, Kante, Morgan Gibbs कहते हैं, Morgan.
Wes Morgan.
Wes Morgan उन्हें बेहतरीन कैप्टन करा वो साइड को. I mean, Schmeichel था उस टीम में. बेहतरीन था वो season. Like nobody, they're just on a purple patch which went for 38 games.
Netherlands got eliminated. Oh yeah, man, that match we watched
Yeah,
together.
bro, Weghorst,
yeah,
baby.
that one
Yeah.
was. I remember Netherlands was playing very good, like in that tournament. And
उसमें
especially-
Van Dijk हंसता रेफरी को देख के
Yeah.
जब मेसी को.
Yeah, Van Dijk.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know
That
what's
game
happening.
robbed, man. Should have won that game. And they're
That's I
so
think
close.
that's the game where Messi did the Maradona penalty.
Yeah. And there was a lot of trash talk in that game, right?
Yeah.
I was very pissed off, and that's why I think I didn't want Argentina to win the World Cup. I was very upset after that game.
I तो never wanted.
But that was a
भाई
cracking
पिकबॉल
game.
का खौफ है. खौफ तो रहेगा भाई. I mean, it's something that you're not acclimatized used to, right? Like anything that you're not used to. चेंज से तो हम भी डरते, आप भी डरते. एवरीबॉडी डजंट लाइक चेंज. व्हाइट बॉल रेड बॉल की आदत है. पिंक बॉल आप जमाने में 4 ही खेले अभी तक टेस्ट मैच में. 3 इंडिया में खेले आप, 1 ऑस्ट्रेलिया में खेले आप, राइट? सो होगा, you something that you don't know much of, you obviously fear it, but over time you will get used to it. And see, India winning Perth gives us a bit of a cushion going into this test as well.
Bro, I fear it. I personally have played with the pink ball. My average is like 0.
I think
with the
I
pink
played
ball.
also here with SCCL. Yeah.
Yeah, I played a good one season with pink ball, and my average was very bad. But when a white ball, red ball for me is easier to hit. Like the pink ball does swing, and at times you know what happens when in those swinging conditions, when you nick it, you don't realize you nicked it. So I fought with the umpire. Not fought, but I told him, why the hell are you giving me out? Like at times you don't feel it, right? Like so the pink ball does move a bit.
100%. There is a fear. I'm not saying no, but at least winning that Perth, 1-0 down, we would have been much more scared. But 1-0, like going into a test, you're still a little bit, हाँ भाई चलो ठीक है जीते.
But Ronaldo will start in 2026
Yes.
World Cup.
Yes.
Yeah, he should not, but he will.
He should. He should, and he should win it.
Who, Ronaldo? No,
Yes,
I don't
that's
think
how.
he should
My
start.
guy
Like,
should
on a footballing basis,
No,
like,
he shouldn't start, but
Yeah.
he'll come up. He'll be there in the squad. Hopefully, if he's fit and he's all right.
yeah, 'cause, 2
2 years
Ronaldo.
to go. If he does it, it's incredible peak fitness. But you never know. Health can change overnight.
Yeah, he'll be determined to play. लेकिन मेरे हिसाब से like
Current Portugal squad is crazy as well. Like irrespective of Ronaldo, I'm saying, like they have some very good players. Vitinha is solid, bro. Like क्या midfielder है भाई Vitinha. Ball carrier.
I mean, since I've been watching, I think Portugal always have a good team. Always,
yeah.
always.
They just have some problems in the final.
Maybe they don't have like that camaraderie as well. There might be ego clashes. I
Maybe,
don't know.
yeah. You
But
remember when Nani stole
Yeah.
Korazma Kirak था उनके पास outfooter
Yeah.
specialist था. They had Miguel in the middle, Figo. कितने जबरदस्त थे.
Figo is the best Portuguese player, man, ever. What a player! That guy was incredible,
and,
man.
Yeah.
That guy was so.
Yeah.
And even with him, they didn't win anything. So like,
Nuno
but,
Gomez, yeah, bro.
Nuno Gomez.
Yeah. Gangalo Ramos also the striker who came and changed the game just before the Moroccan game. 6 goal मारे थे देखो Qatar World Cup में. He scored a hat trick. That game Ronaldo sat and वहाँ पे थोड़ा ड्रामा हो गया था.
Yeah.
उसके बाद Conceição, I forgot उसका नाम क्या है. उसका नाम Portuguese है but right पे खेलता है. Very good player. Who scored in the Euros as well for them. Like fantastic player as well.
Can you take out your fantasy team?
I'll do it.
In the comments, if,
have to do it. My team
whoever
will change.
wants Vespa to put Salah in his team right now, put your hand up.
Yesterday,
in the
I
comments.
had a call with Zaid, Mohammed Zaid, right? Like he was giving me a half an hour. I said, Mustafa, मेरे को same चीज 2 साल से बोल. Like he's saying, भाई साला को लो तुम क्या करे, साका को लो तुम क्या करे, तुम सोरे
Because you can still salvage your season.
Yeah, I'll do that. after the show. I have to
Can you
sit and
show
do
me
it
your
because I
team?
don't, it's very poor right now.
No, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Bro.
I'm still
So
considering Haaland
we
captaincy
want to
today.
help each other. I'm not like that. Like you guys who want to me to do badly. All you guys want to
no,
beat
bro,
me.
you have this misconception. Why would I want you to do badly? It's a game. I mean, at the end of the day, yes, we're competing.
No, because there is some rival. Not only you.
I don't know who your captain. Whenever I ask you for your captain, I genuinely
That's the biggest bullshit
I don't
ever,
see
bro.
your team only, bro.
एक बार तो you asked me the captain, and then after 2 hours you're like, oh, did you who's your captain? And I told you who my captain was. So you see your team over here.
Ronaldo, sorry.
ये team है. Faz भाई की team है.
Ronaldo problem. I think light मारी. अब बोल दो आप.
Yeah, so you have João Pedro, Haaland, Højlund. Yeah. This Haaland needs to go. Semenyo, McNeil, Bruno Fernandes, Palmer. How many transfers you have? 2. Okay, fine.
I have to do -8.
We do one thing. Okay, just fix your. Okay, fine. We'll do one thing. You roll a transfer. Keep Haaland now. Okay.
No, so I rolled a transfer last week to get 2 transfers. I'll do a minus. So I'll do 3 transfers.
Don't do minus. You're already down. You can't afford to minus your points. Then next week you take out Mbemo, you take out Haaland. And you take out one guy, you get Salah in, you get another striker like a Wood or a Cunha or Jackson.
What did you say this week?
Huh?
This week what?
You roll.
Both the transfers.
Yeah, because you get 3 then next week. Okay. Now it's up to 5 this season.
I'm just thinking Rico Lewis को निकाल दूँ क्या?
नहीं अभी कुछ भी मत करो. Next week get the 3 transfers in and take out Haaland, take out this man Mbemo, and bring in Salah, bring in a striker, and then you have another. Move, you can take out Lewis and get another defender. You can get in a Liverpool defender or a City defender.
It's a game बहुत anxiety.
Problem was Ronaldo. Sorry to say, Messi also changed his game. You always want to come to the limelight, but sometimes you have to make balls for other.
You're talking about Ronaldo? I mean, Ronaldo and Messi again. They're 2 different players now. Like Messi, he can still provide. He can still provide. He plays off the wing and stuff. So I mean, they're 2 different positions. Ronaldo is sole goal scorer. 75 to 80% of Portugal's history के goals Ronaldo मार चुका है. So I think if you look at it that way, then I'm sorry to say, Ronaldo would always be in the limelight. But I agree with age, and he's changed his game with age. If you look at him, he doesn't do any more step over as much as he used to. He's more fox in the box. So with age, I think he's changed his game. 42 goals in this year. Again, it will still tell you that he can score goals, right? So.
The problem is ये जो हुआ right.
The thing is, yes, I do agree that the coaches are a little bit scared of sitting him down. I agree. When Santos sat him down, there was a bit of a problem. But again, he came off the bench. It was fine. Like it was fine. 6-0 जीते थे वो game. But and then even in the Morocco game, he sat. It was fine. So that tough call तो लेना पड़ेगा coach को, right? So that's something that Ronaldo के हाथ में नहीं. Ten Hag बिठाया उसको. It's fine.
There's 2 great players. We should just enjoy. Like the last few days left, they're both going to be done soon, and they both gave crazy memories for each respective fan base. अब उसके बाद now you just have to chill, relax, and
what
enjoy.
What are your thoughts on Arsenal Manchester United going into this week after Amorim Ball?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough game. Arsenal is a very good team. Saka is on fire right now. Their defense is solid. If Gabriel's not playing, that'll be good. But United will have a chance. If you've seen the last 2 years when Arsenal doing well, we always took them close. Like I remember we watched a game together where Rashford scored first, and then towards the end we conceded. There was a game I watched in Sri Lanka. That was the first game last season, I think, where Garnacho scored that goal and he gave it offside. I still can't believe that.
Yeah, that's worse.
So I think Arsenal are favorites going into the game. But at any point, man, I'll be really happy. I just want to. If we beat them, I'm going to celebrate like we won the season.
अपन away है नहीं?
Yes. It'll be a tough game, very tough game. But
I think we might have a point.
Fez, bro, I think just my opinion, Portugal have too many controlling midfielders like Vitinha, Bernardo Silva, Neves. Yeah. Only Paulinho is your soul destroyer. DM भाई ऐसा बोल रहे कि first मतलब पैदा हुए लिस्बन में, but yes, I think it's a good point. It's a very good point. और आप like शिवम भाई आपका knowledge next level है तो आप भेजते रहिए ऐसे opinions. What do you think?
I agree with that 100%. I mean they have already कोई रुक के खड़ के खेलने वाला नहीं है वहाँ पे बीच में, and that's something that they struggle with. But also like defensively थोड़ा goalkeeper की गिचियाँ भी है. I think their goalkeeper does spill it a bit few more times. So I agree with that. Like वो carriers ज़्यादा तो वापस there's no balance in the midfield. Yeah.
भाई इस बार मैं सभी टीम सेम है. Can this IPL will become IPL of all time? मतलब will be this the best IPL season?
Same teams. I mean, there are differences. Like say, MI is on another level. I think according to us, Gujarat Titans is also a very good team. Hyderabad.
Starting 11, yeah, Mumbai Indians very strong.
But yes, it's not like every team. There's like levels apart. Aman bhai, I agree with you. मेरे हिसाब से there are teams on and they have match winners in each team. Let it be anyone on there, they can destroy the other opposition. That I agree. It could be the IPL of IPLs, but yeah, I agree, man. ये table में खत्म नहीं हो जाना game. Like it should be a very close table, like and then playoffs में ऐसा, you know, the situations बनते हैं कि अगर इन्हें ऐसा हुआ तो ऐसा, तो वैसा IPL season I hope ऐसा हो, मजा आ जाएगा.
This FIFA Club World Cup pot just came out. It's crazy teams, man. This is going to be in the summer in America, right?
Yeah.
So there's Man City, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, PSG. There's Al Hilal. There's Dortmund. There's Chelsea. There's Inter Milan. Atletico Madrid. This is crazy, man. The South American teams there too. So it's going to be wild. It's not like that Club World Cup जो हम लोग देखते थे. Yeah, like बकवास वाला. This is going to be solid. So there's too much football happening, man. This is going to be a competitive tournament, man.
हाँ? बिल्कुल, yeah, 100%. I mean, big teams are there as well, and also like.
You know, River Plate भी है भाई.
पूरे दुनिया के एक.
And it's in America, so you'll see a lot of South Americans coming from South America and stuff to watch that.
100%. Like it's gonna be crazy. But वही July में I think ये.
So I think the draw is now, if I'm not mistaken. Like the pots are set. I think the draw is now. You guys can tell us in the comments. Do you see Australia or India taking a risk and declaring on day one if they have 250 plus score to have a crack with the new pink ball under lights and knock the opponent off? Or there is a possibility. I wouldn't count that out, buddy.
Anything in a pink ball is possible, huh?
Yeah, because if you see, like, for example, if you're like 250 for 9. Yeah, and there's like 10, 15 overs to go.
Yeah. That's something that they did even in the first test, like not pink ball, but they declared just to have Australia come out to bat after 450 runs. Something in a pink ball, 250.
So he's saying on day one, like itself, jump.
Yeah, अगर for 9 है तो.
जैसा इंग्लैंड एक बार करे थे याद है 250 for 8, 220 for 8 मगर हार गया वो मैच. First test.
That was first test in
Ashes, yeah.
But we still stand by it, right? There were drop catches in that. We analyzed the whole game. There were places where England could have still won it despite the declaring. And Ben Stokes being Ben Stokes said, I stand by that. So मेरे हिसाब से, I mean, if it's like a 250 for 9 and there's not a lot of expectations, I don't know. Like
I think Australia will do it. India might not. Because they want to score as many runs as possible.
फिर वो will come all down to that only के declare के ऊपर, right?
Yeah. I mean, let's see. Like it's a possibility. I'm not counting it out. I don't think it's something out of the blue. It can happen. Even if there's like 8 wickets, it can happen.
Yeah, I mean, but it is still a possibility. I mean, we won't say कि नहीं होगा, but there's a big possibility that might happen. Your Ahli drew, bro, yesterday.
Yeah.
Nasser also lost, bro. Last minute
lost, yeah. So we're safe.
Man. I lost.
Same at the top,
I lost
babe.
like क्या हारे यार कैसा like last minute they conceded against Al Sadd, man.
Yeah.
ऐसे टीमों को तो आप बैटर कर देने का.
But they're doing well as well. Al Sadd are what 4th in the table.
Yeah.
They're doing well. Ahli again, but they're doing well in the Champions
Ivan Toney, I mean, he doesn't look like he's acclimatizing that well.
Oh, man, first of all, the coach needs to leave. Like, there's no freaking formation properly. He keeps changing the players. Kabhi Firmino ko khila raha, kabhi Ibanez ko khila raha, kabhi ye kar raha, wo kar raha. He needs to first sort that out. And also, if you see the difference between Al Hilal and Ittihad compared to the other teams with Nasser and stuff, the defense is strong. यहाँ पे defense ही नहीं है यार, पूरा attack पे आप देख रहे like you need to build play from the back. There's no build up play. You're going long ball, inshallah, that's it. If you see Ahli is the same problem. Nasser also is a very similar problem. You know, आप attack को stack कर दे रहे, defense midfield you need to work on that as well. You see Hilal's defense, man, considering these guys are doing
Nasser,
really well.
They got in a new goalkeeper with Beto and stuff, but like defensively, as they do have, like I remember the first game when Hilal played Nasser in that.
This Friday is the game. Ittihad versus Nasser. Please excuse me in the room. I have a big fan coming in. We do the preview right now.
So,
excuse me, buddy. Yeah, भाई preview करना बहुत बड़ा match है Friday को. The two guys, Ittihad versus Nasser. Oh my god, bro.
तो भाई आपके इत्तेहाद के हिसाब से कैसा चल रहा भाई?
Top What a team, huh? Jidda for life moves.
You have to get a jersey, bro. You have to get a Ittihad.
पहले मुबारकबाद फैज को, आज मध्य प्रदेश हैदराबाद को हराए. सैयद मुश्ताक अली
मुबारक.
भाई मुश्ताक अली में जो परफॉर्मेंस चला रही, अभी ना मनोहर भी हिला दिया भाई आज.
सब चलो, नेपाल क्या जीती आज?
नेपाल क्या जीती बोलो एक बार.
नेपाल कैसा जीते?
नेपाल किरा के जीती.
नेपाल अंडर 19 क्या खेले वो लोग. लास्ट में मैच फंस गया था, तो 9 विकेट चले गए थे. देन उन लोग को मतलब 9 विकेट चले गए थे और कितने 4 या 5 रन मारने का था। जबरदस्त खेले और क्या जीते, क्या सेलिब्रेशन था
भाई, you
नेपाल
can
का।
only watch one game next season IPL धोनी, विराट और रोहित, none of the above है अपने लिए।
कौन सा वाला?
And over you can watch only one game next season of IPL, Dhoni, Virat and Rohit. We can't watch any of these guys because
Yes,
we'll
yes.
be watching Cummins, Ishan,
Yes.
Kishan and Travis Head, Abhishek Sharma. We don't
क्या बैटिंग
क्या
ऑर्डर
बोलते भैया, वो
बैटिंग
कैसा है। और अभिनव मनोहर भी हिला दे रहा बॉस। सईद मुश्ताक अली में actually lot of good performances coming through from Sunrisers players ही नहीं, all Indian players। हार्दिक, क्रूनल, आज क्रूनल और हार्दिक को भी कोई मारे यार। मैं क्या कि देखा है वो बड़ौदा के मैच के, भूल गया मैं किसके अगेंस्ट था, बट
मैं मीम्स देख रहा था जो थोड़े आरसीबी के।
हाँ।
तो आरसीबी का ऐसा नेट्स पकड़ लेके ठहरे हुए हैं ना, कौन से प्लेयर आते तो उन लोग एक प्लेयर के पीछे भागे तो पीछे से पूरे प्लेयर भागे।
वो कैसा था वो आरसीबी का सिराज, मैक्सवेल और कोहली का वो गाना कौन सा चला था बीच में?
कैसा
आप जो मेरे को भेजे थे, सिराज गाना गा रहा, विराट जा रहा बोल के, फिर विराट और मैक्सवेल को भी डाल दिए।
खतरनाक
गाने
मीम्स बन रहे भाई।
मीम्स तो नेक्स्ट लेवल चल रहे भाई इसमें। साउथ अफ्रीका did the same in
I believe in
Adelaide.
जस्सी भाई।
I only believe in Cummins भाई। SA did the same at Adelaide in 2019 in the ping pong match. They were 258 for 8 declared, got 3 wickets under light, but then Khwaja batted Australia back into the match, and the next day and Australia ended up winning the game.
Yeah, that's why if you
That's
leave
what I
runs on
mean,
the pitch,
heroic stuff.
if you leave runs on the pitch, sometimes it'll come back to bite you, so it's a risk. And I feel that like it can happen, like it's better to get all out, man. Like get as many runs as possible. Every run counts, especially if it's a low scoring affair.
अब सबसे ज्यादा टेस्ट में खाली एक ही खौफ बटा के रखेला, पिंक बॉल।
कैसा था
भैया, कैसा
नेक्स्ट
नेक्स्ट का कैसा दिखा?
जबरदस्त था भाई, फुल क्राउड था, ऐसा प्रैक्टिस में दिख रहा ही नहीं था।
सोचो अपन ऐसा कर रहे हैं और लोग आपने को देख के
मेला लगा था ऐसा।
और नेट्स में ये टाइम नेट्स दिखा दे रहे थे,
ओपनिंग ऑफ
नेट्स पे रोहित शर्मा खेल रहा कर रहे थे, दिखा दे रहे। ओ माय गॉड, टीके क्रेजी यार, तो जबरदस्त था भाई वो
टॉप शॉट का ओपनिंग कैसा था, खाना वाना।
ठीक है, हम टॉप 10 ब्रो। बिग तो क्या बोला था?
बिग लेजेंड,
बिग लेजेंड मोक्स, थैंक यू सो मच। ठीक है, विल टॉक आफ्टर दिस।
तो आप बोल रहे थे आप पूरा नेट सेशन के बारे में।
हाँ, नेट सेशन ये टाइम पे दिखा दे रहे थे। आई वाज आस्किंग मुस्ती आल्सो कि भाई ये ऐसा कैसा दिखा
पूरे वीडियोस ले रहे हैं,
अंदर से भी आप लाइव दिखा दे रहे।
मगर एक जने को टोक दिए थे यार।
हाँ, टोक दिए तो कैमरा पलटा दिए, फिर बाद में क्राउड को दिखाना स्टार्ट कर दिए थे। तो वो बहुत जबरदस्त था, जो एनालिसिस कर रहे थे कि रोहित शर्मा किस तरीके से खेल रहा था ये टाइम। तो रोहित शर्मा का वही बोल रहा था कि स्पिन के टाइम स्पिन से सही नहीं खेल रहा, स्पिन बॉलर्स को, राइट? स्पिन बॉलर्स को, तो दैट डजंट मीन कि ही कांट प्ले स्पिन बॉलर्स, स्विंग आल्सो। तो वो बहुत ज्यादा चल रहा था कि भाई ये प्रैक्टिस में दिखा रहे थे कि उन्हें स्पिन सही नहीं खेल रहा। ठीक है, तो इसलिए लोग आप बोल रहे थे कि स्पिन क्यों नहीं खेल रहा है सही। तो इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि उन्हें स्पिन नहीं खेलता, वही हम लोग पूरा उसके ऊपर स्टडी कर रहे थे कि क्या बात है वो।
और उसका एवरेज भी देखे थे,
45 है उसका एवरेज,
स्टिल गुड।
45 टी-शर्ट 47 उसका टी-शर्ट नंबर 45 है। थोड़ा 2 नंबर का फर्क है, बट लाइक
टॉप 3 इन द वर्ल्ड।
कैन यू टेल
सेलिंग 45 बहुत कम है, तो मुझे असली कि टेस्ट के लिए बहुत जबरदस्त है यार।
कैन यू टेल टीके हु यू सपोर्ट इन द सऊदी लीग?
इत्ती bro, all time favorite इत्ती.
This
Crazy on top. You know what? I got some knowledge also from the Saudi league. Ki there are 2 teams from Jeddah.
Yeah.
One is Itti, another is Ahli.
Yeah.
So which team do you support, TK?
Yeah, and also the game is in Jeddah, Ittihad versus Al Nassr. So it'll be Ittihad versus Ronaldo's team.
Yeah, Ronaldo. But like
on Friday, are you excited for that?
I'm excited for Ronaldo. Ronaldo, yeah, I'll watch Ronaldo, but I want to win Itti. So, and
black and yellow, you know what it is.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. And Itti, and TK, there's a new sport in the Hyderabad name called paddle. So. First match and I killed him, man. So बहुत मजा आया, paddle. It was very nice game.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to the game.
Oh my god.
Make sure you send us videos so we can put it on chasing the target.
Yeah.
We want to see videos of Ronaldo.
Yeah, give us like a review of the game in Arabic or something like that.
Yeah, like if you can like just give us some video reaction and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, you're lucky, man. I saw Ittihad play. I've never seen Al Nassr play. But Kante, Benzema, these guys are really good to watch live.
ठीक है, take a selfie with Ronaldo. यहाँ पे आपको आपके साथ भी selfie लिया ऐसा पूरे ने कैरिबिनेटी बोल के।
नहीं आती।
हाँ? Sorry, ठीक है, take a selfie with Ronaldo. So people took a selfie with you कैरिमिनेटी समझ के, right?
Yeah. We will send you some juicy videos. He's saying.
Juicy. Don't say Juicy's video, man. Soccer's video, football, huh? क्या माहौल रहेगा, right?
बड़ा बाबा बोलो मेरे को पिंक बॉल का कैसा दिख
कैसा
रहा
था माहौल इत्तेहाद लीग
हाँ क्रेजी. अब अल नसर के वो ज्यादा फैंस है तो इतनी टॉप पे है तो ऑब्वियसली देखना पड़ेगा. रोनाल्डो दो मारेगा बट लाइक फिर भी उसको पलटा के मार देंगे.
Yeah, I forgot you don't speak Hindi halfway.
Yes. You understand, right? उन्हें भी आज नेपाल में मैंने बात कर रहा था, right? तो उन्हें इंग्लिश समझ रहा था बट लाइक हिंदी उसमें नेपाली में ट्रांसलेट कर रहा था. So sorry, you are on wrong channel.
And if you guys can you watch follow Chasing the Tiger on Instagram, you'll see Moses' video where he talks about Rohit Sharma. So make sure you like that as well and share it with your friends. What are your thoughts? Rohit Sharma is going to open the batting or bat in the middle order?
Middle order only, भाई. Because जिस तरीके से प्रैक्टिस कर रहा हूँ, अभी भी प्रैक्टिस में भी वही टाइम पे मिडिल ऑर्डर में आया था, राइट? तो हाँ तो ही सैक्रिफाइसिंग हिज ओपनिंग बैटिंग, राइट? छोड़ दे के उन्हें आ रहा बिकॉज केएल राहुल और जो है जायसवाल जो है अच्छे फॉर्म में है. Understood to tell
Ronaldo I'm carrying Menard so I can make a take a selfie with him.
Yeah, of course. उसको मजाक नहीं कर रहे, उसको तो मैं फिरा दे सकते.
उन्हें तारिक को बुला लेता चैनल पे हमने. बीच को बुलाया देखो मिस्टर बीच को.
Tarik take Ronaldo to paddle, man.
Tarik has two places there in Jeddah, so anyone there can go and play paddle in Jeddah.
Yeah, just invite him on paddle, man. I'll also come for a flight.
Yeah, because you killed him. But later on the leg pains then we'll see. Huh? Later on leg pains we'll see.
No soul का मसला नहीं है.
Which soul?
Sort of all. तो what is it? I understood to tell. अच्छा.
I know whenever मैं कुछ जो समझ में आया तुम्हारे बातों से कि मैं रोनाल्डो को कि मैं कैरी मेनाटी.
Yes, correct. Right.
I feel like Nepali. But yeah, most practice देखे आप
practice का
understand कर रहे हो. सिराज भाई भी crazy batting करेगा नेट्स में.
करे भाई बैटिंग करे बट उनको बॉलिंग पे फोकस इस हिसाब से तो बैटिंग
फुटबॉल देखे मतलब चेयर्स बिछाए उधर वॉलीबॉल फुटबॉल के साथ खेल रहे थे
तो अभी
हाँ
देखा वो कैमरा पलटा दिए भाई.
नहीं बोले
उन लोग बोले कि नहीं दिखा सकते
सिक्योरिटी से you can't take videos when फुटबॉल ही खेल रहे थे
पूरा खतरनाक मार लिए वो दूसरे चैनल.
हां जितना लेना था ले लिए बाद में सिक्योरिटी पलटा दिया.
चैनल देख रहे थे उसमें पलटाना पड़ा. So it like but the next I'm surprised that they're showing it live like
no so open day I think they have less media restrictions and then tomorrow and day after tomorrow will be only media people. So today was just
when we went me and you were not allowed to cover the next.
मेरे को तो shaft
but that was also an ICC event, right? So it was different.
Yeah, and again this is again like public open to public बोल दिए थे already and कल और परसों will be closed doors like not closed but only for media interaction. So there will not be as much as videos and halla as you saw today. And it was good for the public to come out and see नहीं पिंक बॉल एंड पूरा विराट कोहली बड़े से बड़े प्लेयरों को देख के मजा आ गया लाइक राइट. आज बारबेक्यू वाली वाइब्स दे रहे थे आज नेक्स्ट प्रैक्टिस में. Musab I should head to Australia to cover the practice session.
That's what we are discussing.
Exactly what I'm trying to do but these guys don't want to sponsor me. I'm asking them if they can sponsor me if as
Carry Menati है यारो क्या
if they can sponsor
100% अरे भाई
if they pay for my flight and accommodation or not even accommodation, they just pay for my flight, I'll handle the rest.
Okay, we'll pay. I'll pay.
Going and returning. The problem is it's very expensive and it's going to be like
Christmas
time, New Year's time.
Yeah.
So I really want to cover the Boxing Day test, but
let's see.
It is very expensive, but hopefully next time we tour Australia will go and maybe England next summer. Let's see if we can try to cover
Black
that.
Friday भी खत्म हो गया नहीं तो उस पे टिकट.
Until then, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so you can support us as well.
Yeah, and then hopefully we Champions Trophy then
hopefully let's see where it is and then we'll decide
Champions Trophy का भी decision अभी नहीं आया so probably in this week Shah will give you an update.
If it's in UAE then it's
Abhijit bhai in the house उन्हें हैदराबाद के Abhijit.
Hello
Abhijit one brother who's your FPL captain man?
Abhijit भाई नींद नहीं आ रही होंगी सनराइजर्स की टीम देख के.
उन्हें डेक्कन चार्जर्स के फैन हैं सनराइजर्स के नहीं है.
कुछ भी हो जाओ आके आपको थोड़ा अपग्रेड करना पड़ेगा सनराइजर्स पे.
भाई उनसे पूछिए टिकट्स ले लिए क्या नहीं.
हां टिकट्स ले लिए भाई. वैसे तो अब 2 दिन में पुष्पा 2 भी आने वाला है. पुष्पा 2.
Yeah. We can't find tickets in and around, huh? We have to go a bit far to watch the movie.
Yes.
But yes, let us know, Abhijit bhai, who's your captain if you made your team. The deadline is a few
Hours
what,
away.
an hour and a half away?
Yeah.
1 o'clock ka matches, so 11:30 India time is the deadline. TK, let me know who your captain is. Let me know how your team is looking as well.
తెలుగులో చూస్తావా? యా
bhai, bolo,
తెలుగులో
yeah.
చూస్తాం. చాలా మంచిగా మూవీ ఉంది. ఈ రోజు మతలబ్ నేను యాప్ లో చూసిన అది టికెట్స్ ఎన్ని టికెట్స్ ఉంది, చాలా బుకింగ్ ఉంది.
ఉంది.
కొంచెం వెయిట్ చేయి, తర్వాత నేను బుక్ చేస్తా. బట్ మంచి కంపల్సరీగా వాచ్ చేస్తా बिकॉज बिग फैन ऑफ अल्लू अर्जुन.
डेविड वार्नर का रहेगा उसमें?
या डेविड वार्नर का भी डाल दिया तो मसाला हो जाएगा.
Mo Salah, I think, is your captain, Mr. Vijit bhai. That's a very good choice.
मसला बोल रहा हूँ.
I thought you said Mo Salah.
Yeah, nice Mo Salah.
इसलिए
मसाला दिख रहा है.
तेलुगु में यहाँ नहीं है यार. मैं देखा चेक नहीं, तेलुगु
But
में
is
है,
it better in
देखा
Telugu
online
or
book
is
में
it
show.
better in Hindi? I mean, we don't understand Telugu, but vibes.
तेलुगु में फीलिंग ज्यादा है, मतलब
हाँ.
लैंग्वेज
Yeah,
लाइक यू कैन, जब देखेंगे आप मूवी तो
हाँ.
तेलुगु में ज्यादा फीलिंग रहेंगी.
मैंने देखा
हिंदी
हुआ
में थोड़ा सा डबिंग रहेगा तो थोड़ा वो जो फीलिंग है वो नहीं
I've not
आता.
seen it yet. Pushpa.
The first one?
Yeah, I would watch that in Hindi here in Bhilai.
भिलाई ओके.
I honestly would watch it in Hindi because the thing is, I don't have too much strain on my eyes and keep.
भाई आपको धोनी देख के फ्लैशबैक आता है क्या? पूछ रहे धोनी मार दिया था उनको हैदराबाद में.
किसको देख के आता?
धोनी को सनराइजर्स को मारा था ना फुटबॉल.
भाई वो आप पहले की बात करें, लास्ट ईयर की बात करो, अब यहाँ की बात करो भाई. क्या चल रहा है वो देखो आप, कैसा हंगामा.
भाई लिरिक्स बहुत
आपको
खराब है.
आईपीएल नेक्स्ट लेवल लेके चलेगा लोग. इसको 280 ऐसा मार के आपको पूरा गेम चेंज कर दिया. आईपीएल T20 का देखो आप कैसा.
We set the tone, bro.
Yeah.
We taught India how to play.
Yeah.
I watch movies on day 3 except Marvel movies. Day 3 like the test.
So weekend, like Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Palmer captain TK Singh. I think I'm going in that direction too, man.
By the way, Spurs play National League side Tamsworth with Jasbir Singh as their goalkeeper in FA and
crazy.
Yeah, we all know which game they will win out of.
Oh, that is crazy, bro. Also, Salford City drew Man City, right? That's incredible. I saw a lot of Salford. Salford is basically where my dad studied.
Yeah.
So like he went to Salford University, I think. So like that's crazy that they drew Man City, and you saw the fans and stuff were so crazy with that reaction. I think it was a United Arsenal. United drew Arsenal in the FA Cup.
Now?
Yeah, this अभी round 3 जो हुआ कल जो हुआ था.
I think मैंने देखा.
I'll just see now. I think Salford, Man City, and then yeah, Mr.
Salford का तो someone mentioned. I think आप ही बोले मेरे को Salford drew.
Yeah, the draw just happened yesterday.
नहीं, I didn't see the fixtures.
The FA Cup.
I think Arsenal, yeah. I think United का Instagram का photo याद आ रहा है because I thought it probably the Premier League reminder. Maybe it might have been the FA Cup one. We will Arsenal FC away. Arsenal.
You support United, huh? Yes, it's Arsenal, United, Southampton, Swansea City, Exeter City with Oxford United, Man City versus Salford City. There you go.
TK Singh Palmer cap.
Yeah. So Cole Palmer is a Chelsea player. He's going to captain him in fantasy this week.
Okay.
Because today there's the deadline again, midweek fixtures है. रियल मैड्रिड को देखकर ऐसा लगता है उनका कोई सिस्टम नहीं है, सिस्टम ही उनका है. I think Real Madrid is a high quality team. It's taking some time for the players to adjust, but I think they'll do well.
कार्तिक भाई यकीन कर ले, इज ट्रू डेविड वार्नर मेकिंग.
I think so, man.
नहीं बोल सकते भाई, कुछ भी हो सकता है.
वर्ल्ड कप में बहुत बार करा था ये.
वर्ल्ड कप में करा होगा.
वर्ल्ड कप में करा, आईपीएल में करता. 100%.
नहीं बोल सकते, डाल सकते.
रेड के ऐड में भी आया था ना पुष्पा का.
आया भाई, मतलब
डायरेक्टर. My PFP, sorry, my
PFP is Johnny UNC. Yes, I am United.
Oh,
Johnny uncle, like Johnny Sins?
Besto.
Johnny Besto.
Johnny Besto.
Johnny Besto.
Oh, Johnny Besto.
Pakistan 61 जीत गई 10 विकेट से.
हाँ भाई.
Comments on that?
यार क्या मेरे को तो देखो कौन से प्लेस थे में.
Johnny Evans.
Same are you 18 for 36 हाँ. Same is not same all the way हाँ. It's all different now. एक छिक्का वाला 200 का स्ट्राइक रेट है. Better than sorry. Better than? Same are you. अभी क्या कौन है?
Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans, bro.
हाय देखो. अब्बास आफरीदी हाँ. सेम है यो. सलमान आगा भाई, सलमान आगा को सलमा का एक एक्ट्रेस है. So क्या बोल रहे थे अपन?
तो कल और एक there's going to be another practice session tomorrow.
Yeah, there are
night
2 more
session.
practice-
And there might
yeah.
be a press conference tomorrow as well.
Yeah, maybe.
And then we'll have one before the on Thursday as well.
Yeah, bhai, underrated spinner Zampa is greater than Kuldeep. Zampa won everything with Australia. Nobody talk about his impact.
I don't think he's greater than Kuldeep, but I think he's a very, very good spinner.
Yes.
I think he's an excellent spinner, Zampa. Kuldeep is incredible because if you see all three formats he can bowl, right? Like Test cricket, One Day, T20.
T20.
Zampa, we see him with the white ball, but red ball is not that effective. So overall, and if you see just T20s,
See, won everything also is more like a team thing, right? Like individually, if you
yeah,
just
I mean,
put,
he did a fantastic job.
yeah, I'm not
taking
saying
anything away
nothing
from him.
away from him, but if you just look bowler to bowler on skill set, like Kuldeep from his return, if in 2022 has been sensational in every format, like Mustafa bhai
Is
said.
Gill
like,
back
कौन
for
है
pink ball?
country है? Yeah, he's back.
He's
for
back,
pink.
baby.
Bro, today
Shubman
also
Gill is
he
batting
killed it.
100%. I think he'll play.
Ranganath Herod could be an underrated shout. Oh, Ranganath Herod was crazy, man.
You're talking about what?
Sri Lanka, like I think top.
Scott Carson won
Spinners
2
में बोला।
UC.
He has the record for the highest T20. वही 543 उसका भी है. आज सैम अयूब जो करा T20 में रंगनाथ हेरात का भी है, I think.
अच्छा.
फाइनल में देख लिया था कुलदीप भाई का 2023 वर्ल्ड कप, 2024 वर्ल्ड कप फाइनल में कैसा मारा था भाई, सच बोलो किसमें क्या हुआ था?
अरे तो वो तो स्पिनर तो देखो मार खाता है. It's not like नहीं like that.
But अब ये भी देखो
भाई फिर गए तो राशिद खान को भी दे
मैचेस
दिए थे.
में आप देख लो like in the game before that, which game was that where Kuldeep bhai picked up against पाकिस्तान का बाबर को निकाले थे उसको.
इंग्लैंड सेमीफाइनल में
इंग्लैंड सेमीफाइनल में 3 विकेट लिए थे. अक्षर पटेल ने
5 विकेट भी लिए थे ना भाई.
So I mean, देखो, at the end of the day, you also have to see the impact. Like final में देखो, like people might turn up, people might not turn up, but overall his performances have been the most consistent.
But you're not wrong in terms of Adam Zampa himself. He's a
Yeah.
great bowler too. Like it's not like he's not, but it's just a
ऑल
matter
3
of
फॉर्मेट्स
opinion.
में नहीं है शायद.
Yeah, if you look at all 3 formats, Kuldeep Yadav is ahead, man. Like he's
टेस्ट एंड proven.
Yeah, test में भी उन्हें भाई सिडनी में पंजा है उनका, like in Australian conditions.
Yeah, even in the IPL, like जो इंडिया का पिच का हालत रहते वो टाइम पे बहुत कंड्यूसिव रहते to get hit, and in those he bowls a very economical spell.
Spinner भाई मार खाता, especially leg spinner.
Yeah.
You know, अब मैं जब खेलता हूँ cricket, I'm not a great player, but like even if I'm bowling well, right, I'm picking up 2-3 wickets, I will get hit for sixes.
And look at his comeback against who he came back. Yuzi Chahal, you know, he sat him down. He sat other players down. अक्षर के spot में मतलब they're not able to take a Kuldeep Bhai out because of the impact of his leg spin. So though he doesn't bat, he's still more of a cemented.
But yeah, Zampa, look, I was there in Dubai when he bowled. I think he was the player of the tournament in Dubai. That tournament when they won, right? You remember the semi-final against Pakistan? He got some crucial wickets, and he restricted Pakistan to a score which Australia could chase down. So he played a massive role in that tournament, in all the matches.
Yeah.
So I'm not taking anything away from him.
Abhijit
But,
Bhai
I think it's a matter of
saying
opinion.
Scott Carson won 2 UCLs without playing in it. Doesn't make him the best goalkeeper of the world. Was the third choice for trophies or a team thing. Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, individually skill set. Yes, Zampa is also crazy. Kuldeep is also crazy. But currently, if you're looking at it, Kuldeep is ahead of him.
भाई आपको गुजरात लायन जेट 2000 इंडिया टीम वन ऑफ द बेस्ट आई हैव सीन.
Yeah, and उनको कौन हराए उसमें क्वालिफायर 2 में कौन हराए? आपको याद है पार्टनरशिप डेविड वार्नर और विपुल शर्मा का? आई एग्री, इट वाज अ क्रेजी टीम. उन लोग 4 मैच जीत गए थे वो सीजन. द फर्स्ट 4 गेम, वाज इट द फर्स्ट 4 or 3? Yeah, first 4 games they won, and Sunrisers lost at 2 or 3, and the first game between Sunrisers and Gujarat, Sunrisers won that as well. And then in the qualifier, if you remember, Sunrisers were down and out, but David Warner was batting with Vipul Sharma and they managed to chase that down. It was an incredible game, that one.
ChatGPT told me that roll too much on the pitch, it will become hard and may develop cracks quickly, whereas dropping pitches will result in flat pitch. So we'll see what flat pitch may. I mean, that's what we have to wait and see. We saw in Perth also it flattened out. The color of the grass changed over the couple of days. Irfan Pathan post करा था. So you will have to just wait and see it. Okay, क्या होता है उधर? By
2 minutes silence for Vinay.
Huh?
2 minutes silence for Vinay.
Vinay is here?
नहीं
मोगल आपके फैंटेसी पिक्स कौन है ये सेकंड टेस्ट के लिए, पिंक बॉल के टेस्ट के लिए?
अरे इस पे कैसा बोलते हैं भाई?
Card closed, huh? You gotta keep the cards
तू
closed, man.
पोकर खेलता है? तू पोकर
Who
खेलता है?
will not disclose his cards?
I'll get a private message from Vinay. What are you doing, man?
And if you ask him players to watch out, I think from the batting,
There's a loophole. There's no batting in the Test series. Only
batting-
bowlers. Only bowlers game.
with the of course Jasit Bumrah, you can't like
Jassi bhai.
yeah, Jassi
I
bhai,
only
squad
believe.
bowling to
Game
one-
changer.
Yeah.
भाई वाकई में फर्स्ट सीरीज में गेम चेंजर ही था पूरा मसला है.
Jasprit Bumrah, Scott Boland, Pat Cummins, I think will come back strong. With the bat,
हेजलवुड बैठ गया यार.
Hazelwood नहीं है. But with the bat, I think Jaiswal,
287 points.
Jaiswal from Australia, Travis Head, Alex Carey's in very good form. So yeah.
राजस्थान पर इतना गुस्सा आता है, इतनी सही टीम थी पिछले 5 साल से, ऑलराउंडर ही नहीं मिला उनका.
राजस्थान का भाई
Rashid Khan का नहीं, Rajasthan.
राजस्थान का या
Rajasthan.
राशिद खान इज ऑलराउंडर.
Rashid Khan.
शादी हो गई, मुबारक राशिद भाई.
Yeah.
शादी में बिजी है, आईपीएल में
हो
फोकस
गए,
करना
हो
है.
गए,
हाँ?
दो महीने हो गए.
वही
अभी तक बिजी है.
Rashid.
वीडियोस आ रहे हैं भाई.
काय का
शादी की वीडियोस आ रहे हैं परसों.
Yeah. Because they're on tour and
Rashid
stuff,
bhai.
right? So
Yeah.
they release them later, the celebrations.
ओ, कैसे आते वीडियोस अपने पास, फूल में से आदमी आ रहा, हाँ?
राशिद खान बैट में
बिल्डिंग में
जाएगा.
से, बैट में से बाहर है.
सो
Yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. I think we've taken a lot of comments, questions. We really appreciate all your support. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button. Abhi fantasy football ka bhi deadline hai, so if you guys are playing that, make sure you change your team. From Adelaide, the news was that India came out to practice, Australia came out to practice. There's a huge crowd. It was an open practice, so you could see them at the big ground playing some foot volleyball and running around, warming up and stuff. And then there was nets in which Rohit Sharma, Rishabh Pant, Virat Kohli, everyone batted. It's a pink ball. It's a different challenge, but they are practicing hard. It should be a great game of cricket tomorrow. Again, there will be practice. We'll discuss that. There might be press conferences too that we'll look at. And then as we get closer to the test match, we'll do some, fantasy picks. We'll discuss, the press watcher. We'll discuss the pitch as well. Hopefully, we'll get a better indication of how the pitch is looking at. Karthik Bhai, I think Dravid chose that team to make a name for himself by winning the IPL with young players. It could be yes. Good night, boy. Good night, guys. He's playing Southampton. Cole Palmer is better FPL, right? Yeah, I think Cole Palmer, because he's playing Southampton, he's probably the better pick. But Salah is in very good form as well.
Aman Kumar is saying CSK will end SRH history.
Huh?
CSK will end SRH history.
But you can't delete it, right? History is there. How can you delete it now?
Yeah.
It's there.
पैसे वापस दे दो.
Because CSK did defeat Sunrisers in the IPL 2018 final. So they knocked them out, in 2010 as well in the semi-final. So they have caused pain for Sunrisers, but Sunrisers have won trophies. Deccan Chargers have won a trophy as well.
इतिहास
You
के
can never
पन्नों पे
delete
लिख
that.
दिया गया है SRH.
हाँ जी.
इतिहास के पन्नों पे लिख दिया गया है SRH.
Yeah,
कैसा
exactly.
डिलीट हुए?
हाँ.
SRH इतिहास के पन्नों लिख दिया.
हाँ.
वैसा.
SRH और इतिहास दोनों.
Ittihad. Yeah, I think definitely like you can't delete the history like that. But I understand your problem. दोनों टीम एक ही स्टेट के हैं, so who cares बोल रहे हैं. Basically Sun TV ओनर से ना चेन्नई सनराइजर्स के.
हाँ या
So दोनों चेन्नई ओनर से, but still like the association नाम आता Sunrisers Hyderabad, so like you gotta support that team.
तो see you guys. फिर मिलेंगे.
People want to see you for longer right now.
Yeah.
I'll leave. Just talk 5 minutes. Give a monologue. What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about SRH.
Thank you so much, everybody. Make sure आप लोग हमारे साथ कल भी जुड़िए, and we'll get you the latest, from Australia, and we'll talk more about we'll talk more about that test match as well as we get closer. Travis Head का देखकर ऐसा लगता है मिल जाए बस, बाकी मैं देख लूँगा. Yeah, man. Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of the evening.